Do you know how many gallons of gasoline your automobile stores? Do you know how much it takes? Do you know how many gasoline your automobile fuel tank stores? Do you know how much it costs to fill up your gas tank? Do you know how many miles per gallon your car gets in the city? How about on the highway? I'll bet you know some of the answers to those questions. Let me ask you this. Do you know how many sit-ups you can do on a bagel? Do you know how many calories it costs you to walk a mile? How about to run a mile? Probably not. My point here is that you probably know more about the energetics in your automobile than you do in your own body. That to me is a problem. So that's why I like to teach people about a topic called bioenergetics. Bio meaning life, and energetics is obvious, the energy of our lives. The human body stores energy in two basic forms, fat and carbohydrate. Fat storage is usually under the skin and above the muscle in a form called adipose tissue. Once it gets on there, it's very hard to get it off. Carbohydrates generally store in the bloodstream and in its greatest quantity in the muscles and in the liver. That form is either called glucose or glycogen. On average, Americans store about 75,000 calories on their body in the form of fat, and only about 2,000 calories on average again in the form of carbohydrate. So because of its sheer abundance, fat represents a great fuel source for people to use when they exercise. But don't be fooled. Just because it's a great fuel source, that doesn't mean that when you go into that fitness center or when you're doing your exercise, that you should target fat exclusively as the fuel that you use for your exercise. Because often what that makes us do is not work as hard as we can as if we just let anything go and let our body decide what fuel store it should select when we do our exercise. So don't go try to target that fuel source with your exercise. Let your body discriminate based on availability and how hard the work is, what fuel it wants to use. Just work your hardest and stay consistent, and that fat will come off of your body. We'll see you next time at Jason's Fit Kitchen. Stay fit.